Castles throughout our world have always been a wondrous piece of artwork, with a vast history of anguish or triumph, and almost all the castles which we see today have had different forms of death, suffering, and salvation, which leaves a mark on their ever-aging walls of these massive wonders. So here are 5 of the most haunted castles in our world. Eltz Castle, Germany. Eltz Castle, known as Burg Eltz in Germany, is a remarkable medieval castle located in the hills above the Moselle River between Koblenz and Trier, in the state of Rhineland-Palatinate in Germany. Eltz Castle is one of the most well-preserved and visually striking castles in the country. It has remained in the possession of the same family for over 800 years, making it a unique and rare example of a continuous hereditary ownership. The castle's history can be traced back to the 12th century, when 3 separate branches of the Eltz family built 3 separate castles on the site. Over time, the 3 castles were combined into a single unified structure that we see today, with its various towers, courtyards, and sections reflect the evolution of the architectural style over the centuries. Throughout its history, Eltz Castle managed to remain unscathed by wars and conflicts, which contributed significantly to its exceptional state of preservation. Unlike many other castles that were rebuilt and modified extensively, Eltz Castle retains much of its original medieval appearance. The castle is open to the public and showcases an impressive collection of medieval armory, weapons, furniture, and artwork, providing visitors with a glimpse into the life and culture of the noble families who resided within these walls. Eltz Castle is not typically associated with a significant number of hauntings or ghostly legends. Instead, it is renowned for its architectural beauty and historical significance. However, like many ancient structures, some local tales and legends have emerged over time. The White Lady. The most well-known ghostly tale associated with Eltz Castle is that of the White Lady. According to legend, she is a member of the Eltz family who fell in love with a knight from a rival family. Their love was forbidden, leading to her tragic death. The White Lady is said to appear in the castle's halls, wearing a flowing white gown, and is believed to bring good luck and protect the castle and its inhabitants. The Ghost of Emperor Barbarossa. Some stories connect Eltz Castle to the legendary Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I, also known as Barbarossa. It is said that his spirit still roams the castle, ensuring its continued protection and preservation. Himeji Castle, Japan. Himeji Castle, also known as Himeji-jo, is a stunning and iconic Japanese castle located in the city of Himeji, Hyogo Prefecture, Japan. It is widely regarded as one of the finest surviving examples of traditional Japanese castle architecture and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The castle is situated on the hill of Heiayama and is surrounded by the vast network of defensive walls and moats. The origins of Himeji Castle can be traced back to the 14th century when a fort was constructed on the site. Over the centuries, the fortress underwent several expansions and renovations under different feudal lords, culminating in its present form during the early 17th century under the leadership of Ikeda Terumasa. The castle was designed not only for military defense, but also for the residence of feudal lords and their families. Himeji Castle design exhibits the quintessential beauty of Japanese castle architecture, featuring elegant white plaster walls, graceful sloping roofs, and intricate wooden details. The castle's strategic design incorporates narrow passageways, hidden gates, and multiple defensive features, making it an impregnable stronghold during times of conflict. Throughout its history, Himeji Castle survived numerous battles, fires, and natural disasters, demonstrating its resilience and enduring cultural significance. Today, it stands as a symbol of Japan's feudal era and attracts countless visitors who come to admire its architectural splendor and historical importance. Unlike many Western castles with well-documented ghost stories, Himeji Castle is not widely known for haunting legends. Instead, it is primarily celebrated for its cultural and historical significance. Nonetheless, some local tales and legends have emerged over the years. Okiku's Well. One of the most famous ghostly legends associated with Himeji Castle revolves around the servant named Okiku. According to the legend, Okiku worked in the castle and was falsely accused of stealing valuable plates, and was blackmailed to marry her master at the time. When she refused, the master would cover up her crime by throwing her down a well. It is said that Okiku's ghost haunts the well, counting the plates endlessly and emitting an eerie cry when she reaches the plate number 10. This legend is more widely known throughout Japan rather than being significantly connected to Himeji Castle, and is also one of the biggest influences for the Japanese horror film Ringu. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle is an iconic historical fortress perched atop Castle Rock, a volcanic rock formation that dominates the skyline of Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland. The castle's strategic location has made it a site of human occupation since ancient times, with evidence of early fortifications dating back to the Bronze Age. Its history is intertwined with Scotland's rich heritage and has played a crucial role in the country's political and military affairs. The castle as we see it today primarily dates back to the 12th and 13th century, with various additions and renovations made over the centuries. It has been a royal residence, military stronghold, a symbol of Scottish power and independence. Over the years, the castle has witnessed numerous sieges, battles, and significant historical events, making it one of the most historical significant landmarks in Scotland. Edinburgh Castle has been the center of various historical moments, such as the signing of the Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton in 1328, the birth of King James VI in 1566, and the British occupation during the Jacobite Uprising in 1745. The honours of Scotland, the crown of jewel of Scotland, are also on display within the castle. Today, Edinburgh Castle stands as a popular tourist attraction and the UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors from around the world who come to explore its history, architecture, and breathtaking views of the city below. Edinburgh Castle is steeped in history, and as with many other ancient structures, has its share of ghostly legends and paranormal tales. Some of the most well-known hauntings associated with the castle include the ghostly piper. One of the most famous and frequently reported apparitions is that of a lone piper, often heard playing mournful tunes within the castle's wall. Legend has it that the piper entered a hidden underground tunnel beneath the castle and was never seen again. His haunting music is said to be a harbinger of doom, and sighting of the piper are often associated with significant events. The Headless Drummer. Another spectral figure said to roam the castle is the ghost of a headless drummer. According to the legends, his ghostly apparition appears just before a major disaster or conflict. The Haunted Vaults. Beneath the castle lies a network of vaults and tunnels that have gained a reputation for being haunted. People have reported feeling cold spots, hearing unexplained noises, and sensing an eerie presence while exploring these underground spaces. Moosham Castle, Austria. Moosham Castle, also known as Schloss Moosham, is a historical castle situated on the picturesque Langau region of Salzburg, Austria, perched on the hilltop overlooking the surrounding countryside. The castle dates back to the early 13th century and holds a rich and intriguing history. The origin of Moosham Castle can be traced from the Archbishop of Salzburg, which constructed the fortress in the early 1200s to serve as a strategic defense and administrative center. Over the centuries, the castle changed hands several times, passing from the control of noble families to the Habsburg and then to the Prince Archbishop of Salzburg. This frequent transition of ownership led to numerous architectural additions and renovations, resulting in the castle's distinctive blend of medieval and Renaissance elements. Throughout its history, Moosham Castle played a significant role in regional politics, justice, and administration. It served as an administrative seat to the Langau region and as a local court where judgment were handed down and executions took place. Moosham Castle is infamous of its dark and haunted past, and various ghostly tales have emerged over the centuries. Some of the most prominent hauntings and legends associated with the castle include the White Lady. One of the most well-known spirits sent to haunt Moosham Castle is a White Lady. Legend has it that she was a noblewoman who tragically died at the castle. Her apparition, dressed in a flowing white gown, has been said wandering around the halls and rooms of the castle, and her presence is often associated with a feeling of sadness and unease. The Wailing Souls. Many visitors have reported hearing eerie wails and ghostly moans echoing through the castle, particularly in the dead of night. These chilling sounds are believed to be the tormented souls of past prisoners and executed individuals who suffered within the castle walls. The Executioner's Spirit. The castle's grim history as a site of executions had led to stories of the ghost and the executioner who carried out the gruesome sentences. Visitors claim to have encountered his malevolent spirit, sometimes describing it as a dark figure wielding a fearsome executioner's axe. The Haunted Crypt. The castle's crypt, where deceased members of the noble families were laid to rest, is believed to be the hotspot of paranormal activity. Many people have reported feeling a dread, cold chills, and unexplained sensations when venturing into the shadowy underground chamber. Bran Castle, Romania. Bran Castle, commonly referred to as Dracula's Castle, is a historic fortress located near the town of Bran in Carpathian Mountains of Romania, situated approximately 30 kilometers southwest of Brasov. A castle is perched on the rocky cliff, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. The origins of Bran castles date back to early 13th century when the Teutonic Knights built a wooden fortress on the site to protect the strategic trade routes between Transylvania and Wallachia. Over the centuries, the castle underwent several transformations and renovations under the rule of various Romanian rulers and nobility. However, it was during the 19th century that Bran Castle gained significant notoriety and became associated with the legendary character of Count Dracula. The association of Count Dracula is largely due to the 1897 Gothic horror novel Dracula, written by Irish author Bram Stoker. While the book does not explicitly describe Bran Castle as the dwelling of Count Dracula, Stoker's vivid description of the eerie landscape in the nearby Carpathian Mountains led many to speculate that Bran Castle served as the inspiration for the fictional character's infamous abode. Throughout history, the castle fulfilled various functions, including a strategic military outpost, custom points, and even a royal residence. It underwent numerous restorations and additions, contributing to its unique architectural blend of medieval and Renaissance elements. Today, Bran Castle stands as a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who come to explore its history and the Dracula legend. Over the years, Bran Castle has gained a reputation of being haunted, and numerous ghostly legends have emerged surrounding its dark history. Some of the most famous hauntings and ghost stories associated with the castle include the ghost of Queen Maria. Queen Maria of Romania, who owned Bran Castle from 1920 to 1938, is said to be one of the resident ghosts. According to the legends, her spirit still roams the halls of the castle, mourning the loss of her beloved husband, King Ferdinand. The White Lady. Another popular ghostly tale involves the White Lady, believed to be the spirit of a young woman who died tragically within the castle walls. She is said to appear in the long, flowing white dress, wandering through the corridors and occasionally looking out from the castle windows. Vlad the Impaler's ghost. Given the Dracula association, some visitors claim to have encountered the ghost of Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad Tepes, the real-life figure who partly inspired Bram Stoker's character of Count Dracula. Vlad III was a medieval ruler notorious for his brutal tactics in association with impaling his enemies. Unexplained noises and cold spots. Many visitors and paranormal enthusiasts have reported hearing strange noises, footsteps, or even unexplained voices. Cold spots and sudden temperature drops have also been experienced, leading some to believe that supernatural forces are at play. It is essential to note that while the legends and hauntings add to the castle's allure, they remain part of the folklore and local myths surrounding the castles we listed in this video. Nonetheless, the combination of the fascinating stories, stunning architect, and eerie legend continue to captivate and imagine to all of those who visit all of these iconic landmarks. Those are the 5 of the most haunted castles in the world, with many more which we haven't even covered. But let me know your thoughts. Have you visited any of these castles, or do you have any wish for me to cover it in a more dedicated video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to leave a like to the video and comment to help the video be seen by more eyes. Also, if you enjoy the content, please consider leaving a sub to the channel. Also, another way to support is via Patreon that will give you videos 24 hours earlier. Plus, we will be adding additional channels on there soon, so you'll be getting more bang for your buck. Thank you for watching, and until next time.